All right. Let's go. What we have is two shows this week. We have Whitty Reviews at 8 p.m., and he has been on a terror. He has a show that he produces on Saturdays on YouTube that had me cracking up. I mean, he just takes no prisoners. You could call him racist. You could call him whatever. He does not care. Now, he does tone it down a little bit for the Mouthwash show. I mean, for the Chateau de Mars Hill Studio Network show. I do appreciate that he's trying to limit the cussing and not the rhetoric and not the calling out of people. He's still all over that. And you know what? I find myself thinking, you know what? He might be a little rude and crude and socially unacceptable, but a lot of times he's certainly right about what's going on and how he's uncovering it. So you want to check that out. That's at 8 o'clock. I'm sure he's going to have a bunch of stuff. In fact, I think he's got so much stuff going on that he needs more than an hour, but he can't have more than an hour because at 9 o'clock, the Mouthwash talk show comes on. And so we have Ashley Grog coming on, and she's medical freedom based, and she's got a new book out, and she's a nurse, and she's got ways to fix nursing. And you know, honestly, the way to fix our healthcare system is to fix the healthcare system. That would drive prices down if we had more competition, if we had better access for people that wanted to be in that industry. So I'll be interested to see what she has to say about that and see what's in her new book. That's going to be really cool to talk about that. And, you know, I think I'm going to go back and try to dig up some of my archive on that because I had Ashley on, maybe 4 years ago, and it may have been Do Something Indie. Before Mouthwash, we had Do Something Indie. She may be on that one. So I'll dig that up, and then we'll go back in time like Rocky used to say, hey, Rocky, let's go back in the Wayback Machine, and we'll go look and see if what Ashley said about things then, and then I think you'll be very much surprised about how things actually played out. So she's a bright gal. She's you got ideas. You got solutions. I think you'll enjoy it. And I did see Beth and Joseph Kreisha at the Dan Elliott Hawk Roast yesterday, and we are still working on getting him a pardon from President Trump. So if anyone out there knows President Trump or knows somebody with him, we got a couple feelers out there, but this is going to take a while to percolate and get it going. But I really feel like this is definitely a story of someone who needs to have their name cleared. They were definitely done wrong, and that's what we do here at Mouthwash. We try to right the wrongs and whatever. We have things we do. So we have that coming up. And then the next week, I think you want to be excited about this. We have uncovered evidence that is going to blow wide open an election finance case with the election board. We're going to have David Waters on. Now, he and myself are currently being sued by Hakeem Shabazz for, I don't even know what it's for. It's I think we said something about his cat. I don't know what all this stuff is that he's gone after. And I should have asked him. He was at the Dan Elliott Hawk Roast yesterday. I should have asked him, but I figured he'd probably sue me for asking him. But anyway, I did have some interesting news from Dan Elliott. I did talk to Dan, and he did not know that his Accents or Ascent, that's the company that works with him. He didn't know Ascent had sent me their lawyers had sent me a cease and desist and a really nasty we're going to sue you threatening letter till after it was done. I would say, I don't want to get sued by the Fergie drinker people or whatever, but I think good advice would be, hey, you might want to let your clients know what you're doing before you do it. Don't just assume that they're in there, because that caused a little bit of stress between myself and Dan. As you can imagine, I had a private text message with him that shows up in a threatening letter from attorneys, and you don't know about it. That's sort of a problem. But me, I'm just digging around. I'm just asking questions. All you got to do is pick up the phone call. Dan Elliott's a good old boy. He's the same kind of guy as me. If you got a problem with me, you give me a call. Call me up. If I'd said something about you, you call me up. My number's all over the place. You can get me on social media. Very easy to get a hold of me. In fact, I'll put you on the show. I don't have a problem. But my case with Abdul is it's getting ready to get real. I'm gonna get the lawyers, and it's gonna get ugly for him. Countersuits, all that stuff, and anybody that's related to that. I'm trying not to do that. I'm gonna give him one last chance, but it's coming, because you can't go out there and say all the things that he said and all the things he's done over the past 7 years and think it's not going to come back to haunt you. So anyway, there you go. If he's looking for a strategy, that's my strategy. So there you go. But we got it. We're going to have a great show. I'm going to go ahead and play the preview so you can get a picture of Ashley here. And we will. Yeah, I'm going to the Colts game today. I'm going to ride my motorcycle, so I got to wear a decent jacket. So it's a little cool out today, a little cool. So we're heading down to the Colts game. We got a friend, Carlos Simpson's taking me to the Colts game home opener. I was like, wow, this is going to be cool. So anyway, check out our preview for the show, and I'll talk to you on the other side. And we'll hope you tune in this Tuesday, 8 p.m. for Whitty Reviews, 9 o'clock for Mouthwash Talk Show. And we appreciate the viewers. We are definitely expanding our viewership. We are uncovering things. Whitty is on overdrive uncovering things. We're trying to do one thing at a time. But we're making some moves. Our audience is growing. I think people want to hear the truth. And as I say before, we're figuring out the same way you're figuring it out, but we are starting to get some folks calling us and giving us information. So it's good that we're starting to be trusted as someone that can be trusted, that will give you the information and not trying to do a one-sided gossip column, style of hit jobs to ruin people. We want to make people look good, but we also want to call out the people that aren't so good. So anyway, we will see you this Tuesday. Have a great day. If you're going to the Colts game, go Colts. I need the Colts win. I need the Colts to win by 1.5 points at least. So I'm going to be cheering for probably if I cheer for Miami, the Colts will win. If I cheer for the Colts, the Miami will win. So anyway, that's what we have. Let me get to the exit here. Here we go. There it is. All right. See y'all on Tuesday. Bye.